Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday over there. Welcome, guys, to the first episode of Vox Hammer. Pretty stoked about this. With me are joined, of course, my beautiful brothers. We got Deadman down there, I guess. Toy God, for those who don't know him, he's gonna be here as my, main co-host alongside Deadman, and we got our producer.
Oh,
Digital Ronin,
Yes, sir.
wrong
guys. You
way.
might know him.
What's up? You said
Please
it.
help me with this intro, guys. I'm absolutely collapsing here.
No, you're doing good, man. You're doing good.
all right,
It's
all
the
right,
first
all right.
episode of Vox Hammer, and it's
Yeah.
going to be
Welcome.
just lore dumping, joy toys, miniatures. It's just strictly focused around Warhammer. So let's see where it goes.
Yes.
For now.
Also, if you have like questions, always fucking hit us up.
I mean,
Definitely.
for those who know us from the previous show, this is probably we shouldn't be that nervous, right? We have done this multiple times now, but now we're just like a different gang here, and on a different hour, really early over there from what I hear. So yeah, breakfast with us, guys. What could be better, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty early, but I mean, I've been up for hours, but it's still Saturday morning.
Okay. Well, over here it's 2 p.m. So I'm gonna have a beer.
Shit, already cracking open. All right, what are you drinking on?
Just beer. Amber Lager.
Uh-huh.
This is local brew called
Oh wow! Look, we're there. We're here.
Origin Legends.
I was gonna say we'll introduce the main drink for like many Warhammer fans. Yeah, that's what I'll be sipping on.
There we go.
That is the fuel for a lot of 40Kers.
It's
Of course.
I got coffee. It's Dunkin' Donuts medium roast.
Okay.
A Dunkin' Donuts
What are you
coffee. If
having,
you go to
Ronan?
Dunkin' Donuts, not so good. But if you buy the Dunkin' Donuts stuff and make it at home, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I was again, Ronin. What are you having, brother?
Oh, dude, I just got sparkling water. I finished my coffee like an hour ago with my paint mix. So,
All right. So, 10 people watching right now, guys. This is
Who's in
fucking
the chat? Let me
as
see.
8 now, as a friend would say. Iron Man numbers right now. Okay, guys. So
Share
before we
this
start,
link.
I wanna ask you, like,
Share the link.
just to know where we stand here. Really general question. Let's start with Ronan, and then go, around the house. What do you know about 40K running? What have you heard about it?
well, back in the day when I was in college, I worked at a comic book store, and we would always play 40K in the back room. So I had
Okay.
some Chaos Squads, made up my own Legion, did the whole custom thing, miniatures and everything. Wasn't too bad at it, but then, had to move across the country, sold all my stuff, and just recently got back into it when I started picking up the Joy Toy stuff. So,
Ronan, do you still have a lot of your miniatures?
no, man, I had to sell all that stuff when I moved back in the day. So, I got right now. I've got a bunch of the Joy Toy stuff. I've got quite a few codexes that I've been picking up as I find good prices on them used, and reading through that when I have time. But I figured that my job here is to ask the stupid questions that non-Warhammer people would ask, because I guarantee you guys know so much more than I
No
do.
stupid questions here, brother.
That
I don't know about
I will be the what do you call it? The newbie in the room. Because even though I know a few
Sure.
things, you guys know so much more that I will probably.
I mean, yeah, you're making it sound like we're these like okay.
Dude, you and Boyd like talking about this stuff. You could monologue for hours, man. So
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Deadman, what about you, brother?
So a long time ago, around like when my first year here on Instagram, I met Toy God, and he was really into Warhammer, and he pushed it toward me a little bit, and I was just like, they're 1/18 scale. I figures I don't give a shit. I had to grow up. What up, Vaz? I had to grow up in order to start liking Warhammer. I was actually dead set against it for not. I mean, up until sometime last year when JP told me to, he sent me a link to Hell's Reach, the animation you can get on YouTube,
Yeah,
and I was hooked. And I started
yeah,
looking
that's
into
one of
other
the best ways
chapters.
to.
You know, I found the Raven Guard right away, which I thought was super cool. It was like Warhammer, like little little emo band, you know, like more of a screamo band, I guess, because they're kind of violent. But and then and then I reached out and found out about the Warp Gods, and then I realized that the Imperium is evil.
Oh, you changed your allegiance.
Depends on how you look at it, but okay, Toy God, you want to take it from there? How did you
Uh,
start it, brother? When did you get into this?
as young as like 9 years old, I know many in the warband
wow.
are like, well, I've heard this before, but yeah, like I started really young. It was obviously collecting miniatures. Chaos, been Chaos ever since. Night Lords, you already know. Many of the warband knows, but yeah, started with miniatures. Did like very like not a lot of people played out here in Vegas, so then it was more so building and then like customizing, kit bashing all the miniatures, and I did that for years, and then stopped right before I had my son. So it's been a minute for the minis. Always read the books, obviously. Like huge fan of all the books. Horus Heresy. I like a lot of the 40K lore more than the Heresy because it's just been regurgitated, and then but still good. And then
Yeah,
so
it's probably the most talked about of the whole thing,
yeah.
right?
Well, and then you come into the toy community, and then it was like what McFarlane was like knocking out some figures there, and then shortly after that, Joy Toy came in and just lit a fire, and then they've been on. That's
Yeah.
kind of like what I always wanted though when it came to Warhammer. I wanted figures. I wanted my miniatures to move. That's so Joy Toy is that sweet spot right now. But yeah, still stay reading, do the Joy Toy photography stuff, collecting, and then who knows, maybe at some point get back into the miniatures.
Yeah, sorry guys, when I got into this, I think it was like 2011, something like that. Sorry, I was drinking beer. All right, and I think I've told this to a few people that at first when I discovered 40K, I was actually looking for pictures of Space Marines from StarCraft, like for a thing.
Yeah.
I can't even remember why, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look for like Jim Raynor or whatever. And then it was like this picture of this guy like with his armor, Roman warrior with like golden shit on it and the flag, and it was like, what is this? I don't remember this. And then googling stuff, I ended up, I think, looking back in the day to some videos, probably with Linkin Park in the background, like like those classic videos people would make back in the day with music,
Yeah.
and just photos. And I just didn't stop it. Well, what is this? What is that? I would look online, and after that, I was just gone. I was lost. I started to get into the books.
Consumed.
Yeah, I never got into the miniatures because unlike the guys here, I'm not from the United States. I'm from South America. So 2011 here in my country, it was like a really expensive hobby if you want to get into that. And I was like a kid. I didn't have like
It's
a
still a
money
really
to that
expensive
shit.
hobby.
Yeah, it's still really expensive.
Yeah.
But so what I would do, I would just stick to the lore and whatever I found on the internet. So that was the kind of fan I was at the start. Horus Heresy, started getting into the books and shit like that. And I never got into the miniatures until maybe 2-3 years ago. I think it was the first one. I got into the Joy Toy action figures that they did, the 1/18 scale for Warhammer. I got like an Ultramarine just to see what it was like, because at that point I was collecting only Spawn, shit like that, the McFarlane DC shit here and there, and even some Marvel Legends before I decided to just drop it. When I saw this Space Marine in my hands, I went crazy, man. It was beautiful.
Right.
Even though that the first releases compared to the new ones are pretty crappy and they don't pose at all, they're still better than, in my opinion, the McFarlane ones. I mean, the McFarlane ones are fine too. I mean, they're huge, like
Yeah.
statues
Look
that
like
you can
toys.
pose.
They're just limited as far as movement, but
they're all toys, but the McFarlane ones just, I do have one right here, but it's behind.
I mean, the people who
I got some behind.
customize the McFarlane ones, they
Oh,
look
that's the one.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
Basir, I
Absolutely.
think he was in the chat. He's one of the guys that does that stuff to the McFarlane figures, and he gives them, you know, that retouch that brings them back to life. Because the McFarlane figures per se, they don't come with the best paint job. They look really plasticky, gummy. They're
Yeah.
toys, you know, like a toy. But if you put some time to it, especially the 40K people that are into painting and shit like that, they're gonna turn those figures into absolute masterpieces, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when,
Shout out to Sonic Craig. He's one of those. He's a
Mm-hmm.
customizer, and
Last in
he
the chat,
nails
as I
them.
said, right
and
now,
what is
guys,
it? Blinded by Daylight, is that the other big account that does that? Who has done some
Yeah,
freaking
Blinded by Daylight. That's
amazing
Yeah.
stuff.
he's the guy that actually inspired me to make the Plague Marine that I made,
Awesome.
and the two more that I'm working on, and then the three more that are in front of me that are also going to become Plague Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
those look
also
good, man.
shout out to 1/18th scale armory. I got a lot of like small pieces from that dude, and we've been talking lately. And he's working on something for me now.
Do you
to
got
make.
your Plague Marines at hand so you can
I have,
show them like for a bit?
I have one, and where did he go? I set him down. Well, anyway, I have the post loaded up, so we can go over it then. But I
All right, but
must have
just
taken him
so
out of
to
the
give
room.
people an idea, because the Joy Toy figures, believe it or not, I mean, of course, not all by hand. This is obviously made in like a you know factory line, but they got little parts that are still made by hand, and most of these tiny guys that you can get, and they're great for army building. I think me and Deadman actually mentioned this before the show started. That if you go online and you look for the price of a miniature, probably you know how much is gonna take. This guy is gonna take you back, like and you know money, like the miniature of a son of Horus, compared to getting like the $30, $35 a piece of this guy. I'm doing it. I think I can actually play on the tabletop with the number of Ultramarines I own. You know.
Well, there's actually a few guys that are starting to do that now with Joy Toy. They're taking the rules from like the codex and then putting it into the figures, almost like a kill team. You know, like I'm not sure how
Yeah.
kill team plays, but something very similar.
Yeah, there's some YouTube videos that people play in full scale 40K with 1/18 figures, and it's so
Yeah,
cool to see because I mean, instead of seeing these little tiny things on the table and everything, I mean, it's massive. It's
right.
for,
It
for
brings it to
I
life.
mean,
yeah,
I can imagine myself as a kid again, be like, oh, I was playing with other guys, like with old men, like in like the hobby store, and posing your action figures, like, no, but no.
yeah. You can't just move them; you have to pose them every time you move them, right? Since you can't.
Yeah, yeah. The guy died. Oh, oh.
Dude, you can count me in. I would be so. That's like I said. That's what I wanted from my miniatures. I wanted the movement.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, that would be fun, man.
I
You
mean,
count
the
me in.
miniature game is still so thin, and it's never gonna go away. I would like. I think you mentioned these ones. I mean, these thing ones that the guys are collecting these figures and the guys that collect the miniatures. I'll still having this weird, you know, they
Yeah,
don't mix yet. They need to get into
yeah.
both, you know.
Yeah, they definitely do. I follow a bunch of mini pages because I mean the paint jobs are amazing. I didn't realize how amazing they were until I started painting a Joy Toy, and like I thought that was small. And these guys are painting it they're like this big, and
Yeah, they got
I
the
actually got this
freaking
guy.
painting
eye
stuff this
shit.
size.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I got this guy right here. I haven't opened it. These are released by JoyToy now that you can get him,
On the
guys.
artist
And
proofs,
these
yeah.
are,
Yeah.
yeah, these are not Ultramarines. Sorry, these are Primary Space Marines that you can customize yourself, paint yourself for your own custom chapter, whatever. Do whatever you
Yeah.
want. They don't have a, yeah, they come unpainted with a bunch of shit, and they're like what, $30?
Yeah. Definitely plan on getting a few of those. I got a whole chapter of my own that I'm trying to bring to life in the Joy Toy world. So at some point, very easy paint scheme too.
Yeah,
Iron Revenants.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about picking a
Nice.
few of those up and making some Malice Marines
All right.
because I really like the black and white look. Is pretty sick.
You trying to go off
Michael.
the supposed fifth god Malice?
Yeah, supposed fifth god. From what I've been hearing, there's a god for every point of.
No,
chaos
no.
stuff.
You haven't read Toy God? That Malice, he got like finally out of the canon, and they are added this new guy called what was his name? Vorash. That's supposed to be
Okay.
the fifth Chaos God. He's Vorash, the Chaos God of machines. I think it is now. Something weird. If you look it up,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't got into the lore, but I can look it up real quick. But I'm pretty sure that there's a fifth god now,
I don't accept it.
Vorash.
I just don't accept it
I
yet.
don't accept it. Yeah,
And I don't accept that
he's
yet.
called he's called Vorash Soulflayer. Oh no! This is another character. I'm confusing it with the Master of Possession of the Word Bearers. I forget the name, but they have new Chaos God. Let me see, new Chaos God Machines 40k. I forget his name.
Hey, for those in the chat,
Uh,
fucking spawn your say your chapter that you run with. I
oh
want to
yeah,
see
here
who
is
everybody
name.
runs with.
Bashtor the Arcaphane. That's the new Chaos God.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
here he is.
I've heard of them, but like I said, I don't accept it. There's only 4.
Yeah, it says here, Bashtor the Arcaphane is a powerful demon and ruler of the Forge of Souls. He claims to forego allegiance to any Chaos God and commands his own army known as the Cult of the Arcaphane. Yeah, I remember this. They pushed him a lot on the new releases for 40k. He was supposed to be the new big thing, but people were like,
Yeah.
all right.
We don't
All
accept
right,
it.
yeah. Just another big guy to the pile of whatevers that never got nowhere. Who's to say? Maybe
Did we lose our
he's
producer?
just no.
He's busting the moves.
No. So I was trying to be helpful, and I grabbed my brand new 40K
Okay.
Ultimate Guide
Oh,
to
nice.
see if they had anything about
Nice.
the new gods in there. And apparently I wasn't as sneaky as I thought I was. So,
No, brother. I recommend you open the Lexicanum. That's gonna be way faster.
yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's pretty
Bashtor. They include him to be this huge, like I think nemesis of Belisarius Call, the leader of the current leader of the Mechanicum. This is one of those things 40k tends to do, where they are trying to revamp the new lore as it comes, but it's a hit and miss. Some of these characters,
Right.
the one I originally remember, the Vorash Soulflayer, that guy is way more interesting in my opinion, but there's just a little lore to introduce the new class for the Warbearers, which is the Master of Possessions. Shit like that.
So do we want to say hi to the chat real fast before we start talking too much more?
Of course.
I think he was saying he's the noob, but yeah, he said
Okay,
earlier
okay.
that he was
Yeah.
just getting into it. So of course we have Vaz in the house, so we're always appreciative of you.
What up, Vaz?
Adrian.
For the Warband.
And of course, Illustrious Posers, who also was saying that he's the noob and he's just now getting into it. He's starting to really get curious about
Oh.
it. He's 40 curious. So,
Yeah, definitely go check out Hell's Reach. That helped me a lot.
oh yeah, that is a great series. We have M3 reviews in the house, drinking coffee and listening in, so we appreciate
Great.
you.
Go way back.
And Satanic Goat Horror Worshipping is
I love the
Go
name.
Satan in the chat, guys.
I absolutely love the name.
We're asking the same
Yeah.
thing, man.
our
Yeah,
brother
maybe Jesus
Michael
later
J.
played it
Mansfield's
too.
here. So
My
what's up?
boy, Mansell,
Hey, Mikey.
does some of my all-time favorite photos. He's up there. That's my dog.
No, he's so great at just blending everything together.
So I did find him. I did find him, by the way, guys. That's why my camera was off. I was looking for him.
Well, I'm going to cover you up for a second. So,
That's fine.
your question, Toy God, asking about their allegiances.
Yes.
Vaz is making Lunabones customs. So that's cool.
Lupercal.
That's something I would like to see.
M3 says he has no chapter right now, but he's here to learn. So I know you guys are going to be trying to push him toward chaos, but keep an open mind, dude.
Right.
I know M3 pretty well. He's gonna be, if he gets into it, he's gonna be an Ultramarine kind of guy.
Michael likes Raven Guard, of course.
Yes.
And then Vaz is saying Sons of Horus, Blood Angels, and Space Wolves.
Well, damn,
It's a
Baz,
hard
why
pick,
did
man.
you do the trade? Why'd you do the trade for Dante if you're into Blood Angels, man?
He's also
I
a
love that
customizer. He
Dante.
might have extras.
Nah, shout out to Vaz, man. I've been wanting a Dante,
Mhm.
and so I gave him what is it? How do you pronounce it? Cataphracti or whatever for
Cataphracti.
his Dante. It's a long word. I'm retarded.
I honestly don't even know what you're talking about.
It's always funny to hear Americans try to pronounce the Latin names for some of the stuff, like anathema. You guys say anathema.
I think
Yeah, a theme,
Okay,
shit like that.
that's a space marine.
Centurion.
that's a space marine right there.
That's a fucking space marine. What the fuck's in the
That's a
starter?
rootin' tootin' space.
I won't have me a
marine,
chapter
right
tell
there.
the colors of red, white, and blue.
Hell yeah, brother! Kill
Those are
all
clips
them
from the first
aliens.
episode.
Okay.
It might be
we're
fun to
having
do a
fun,
Captain
guys.
America Space Marine.
I always found it in The Boys, the show The Boys, when they bring back the guy that's supposed to be Captain America and he comes back from the past. The show is so realistic when he's walking around. So he's like a black guy and he's like, what the hell? And then he's like a couple of guys like holding hands and he's like, what? That's how
Yeah.
Steve Rogers should have woken up.
Bring it back, JP. Bring
Oh
it back.
my God.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
all right. I mean, I'm just saying, they should have been like super realistic, If the Avengers were realistic, everyone would be telling Captain America all the time, "Hey, man, you cannot
Maybe-
say that now."
maybe you didn't hear me when I said bring it back. Bring it back.
All right. Sorry, but Warhammer.
No, I mean, I don't want to limit ourselves too much. We can make comparisons and make jokes as far as
Of course. So yeah, what we're talking about, guys? I forgot.
Oh, we were still going through the chat. I think is that it?
Okay.
I think so.
that's all who's talking.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you guys got questions or suggestions or anything, feel free to throw them in the chat, guys. We'll
Yep.
this is our first episode, so we're still trying to feel out exactly what we want here, and want to make sure that we
Yeah.
keep it informative and entertaining, and not just bore you to death. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, we can sit here and entertain ourselves all we want, but if you guys let us know.
Mhm.
Well, and also like I want to see like who else does outside of like the toy community, like if there are miniature guys in the chat, or like if you think about starting, like where you can go, like we can all direct you at some point. Deadman's obviously going to be like, here's Chaos. JP would probably push you towards what, Ultras?
Believe it or not, I don't push people toward ultras, man. I just like the Ultramarines for the look, but personally, I don't know, man. I'm more like a Sons of Horus kind of guy. Night Lords, fucking Red Corsairs kind of shit I like the most.
Yeah.
But 40k is hard to pick like the one thing to define you on what you
Right.
like on the story and whatever, man. But for instance, when I say pick your favorite Primarch, I normally would say Horus, but then
Really?
Lorgar too. But
Yeah. Okay. Respect.
Yagatai.
Respect.
Yeah,
He doesn't get enough. He doesn't get enough light as far as Lorgar goes.
Mm.
Neither does Mortarion though. So.
Oh yeah, everyone hates that guy for some reason.
I was never big on Mortarion.
I mean, read his story, dude. I've read it. Well, I've listened to it a bunch of times. I listened to it the whole time I was making that custom, and
It's all bad, M3. All bad. Everybody's bad. It's a very subjective.
well, I
The
mean,
One fan of Mortarion.
as
left
far
the chat.
when it comes to good and bad in the 40k universe, there's a lot of different theories, and my theory is that the Imperium is the bad one because people are worshiping a man instead of an actual god. That's why I'm into the Chaos, because the Chaos gods are actual gods.
Well,
There's also the Tau, which is
that's not actually true because
they're all about
the
the greater
lore.
good.
I mean, in the lore, they have never really told you, and every evidence that you have is that the Emperor might not even be a human. That's one of the things that's going around now. That the Emperor might be something way more strange than what we understand or we thought that he was when he was walking with us, or what? Because what's even a perpetual? When, how, and where is it going with the Emperor nowadays? No one can really tell you with the theory of the Star Child that's supposed to be the Emperor is going to come back as a little kid somewhere in the Imperium, whereas some people say the Emperor is going to return as several individuals at once all over the Imperium. If that ever happens, that's going to fuck the Imperium really bad, which goes to the Terminus Decree that was finally retaken by Black Library, which is supposed to be like this secret rule the Grey Knights had, that if the Emperor is ever to come back,
Yeah.
they had to go to Terra and kill the Emperor or find a way to keep him in the Golden Throne. Then he cannot be revived, something like that. That's like a rule the Emperor said before he was
Yep.
entombed.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a fight, man.
Yeah. So yeah, no one can really say what the Emperor was. Was he a man? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah. Ronan, who do you lean more towards?
You know, I've been collecting Ultramarines just because, well, for lots of reasons. They're the closest thing I think to good guys that you've really got if you wanted to go that way. I mean,
Right,
there's
right.
a lot of gray area, you know.
Yeah, of course.
It's politics gone wrong, no matter which way you look. And
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're killing all mutants and all aliens. So
yeah, nobody's got it perfect here. But you know, I was doing Dark Angels for a while. I've got quite a few Black Legions. You know, like I said, when I first started way back in the day, you know, I had my own custom Chaos Squad. So you know, yeah, I would say probably mostly Ultramarines right now, just because there's so many options for the figures, and
Right, agreed.
they look cool and they photograph well, and
Yeah.
there's no real good guys, but you know, I can be self-righteous and pretend, right?
Right,
The new
absolutely.
buddies,
It's all
the
subjective,
Joy
man.
is pulling
Yeah.
out, man. Great for photos. Because back in the day, these figures, you couldn't post them at all. They just look cool, you know, in the typical standing pose and
Mhm.
holding the rifle. Now, your Space Marines, I mean, if they don't have those grenades on the chest, they can aim the rifles pretty good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Hmm.
oh,
So, guys, do we want to keep talking over the chat, or do we move forwards to our first segment?
I'm good. I think the chat's all caught up. All bad. That means,
Mhm.
yeah, they all have cool shit. M3. Everybody does.
yeah, they all got cool shit. That's for
Unless you're Tau. Unless you're Tau. Tau is,
the closest thing to good guys 40K has, and they're terrible.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
good guys. Come on, guys. I mean, the Tau from what Imperial propaganda says, and Tau first, witnesses that if you're a human, you can join the Tau Empire. They call you, I think, Gevesa, which means human ally or human helper, and you are allowed to worship the Emperor in your little human groups within the Tau Empire. But there's a bad side to it that they keep a real close eye on population growth. So all humans within the Tau Empire are all what's the word when they take your nuts away?
Castrated?
They castrate humans. Yeah,
Wow.
they sterilize them.
I didn't know
they
that.
don't reproduce. Yeah, they do that. Not only that, but the entire Tau population is like enslaved to the ethereals, which is the higher caste that governs that Xeno species. So the Tau aren't really following their leaders. They're kind of like forced to it in a biological and semi-trans way. I don't know. I don't really read much about the Tau.
See, I haven't
But
gotten too
all I
far into
know-
that either. So
Yeah, what I know is that the Tau are kind of mind controlled by the ethereals, which is like one of their castes on their society. So they're
Interesting.
not that good either, guys.
what's
You
that?
want to lose
Also-
your nuts?
they also look like Gundams instead of Space Marines. So there's that.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, though, right? They look pretty cool, man. Their suits and shit like that. Their crisis suits, I think they're called.
I like the crew. If there's anything from the Tau, it's the crew that are with them. I think they look the best. They're unique. I had a few of those. I still have them.
M3's
Yeah.
on board.
Pretty-
Fuck the Tau.
I'm pretty sure the Kroot are like these weird creatures that they change according to what you feed them.
Yeah,
Because the Kroot are like this subspecies that helps the Tau, but they
yeah.
can
They're
be
like
like these
mercenaries.
huge, four leg like giant dogs or bulls. But they're also all these bipedal creatures. They can also develop wings and be like spiders in a weird way. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty useful if you enslave them like the Tau did. You know?
Very, very similar to like how the Tyranids will like
Oh, here we
consume
go.
their DNA and then evolve. So
Yeah, yeah.
there's similarities.
Tyranids
Not
are
Yeah,
exactly the
because
super
same,
cool.
but
Yeah, because if you look at the Tyranids from way back in in the game, like the original design, it was more like this xenomorphy thingy,
yeah,
alien looking. But then it was
yes,
also more like an animal. They started to change. Of course, they added lore to the change. They obviously changed them because they look like shit. So now they look, more like a unique thing. But the lore version of it was that when the
Still
Tyranids
pretty
first arrived
alien
here,
looking.
they didn't have those biocannons. They didn't have the bone swords. No, they grew them as they were facing mankind, as they were facing the Eldar, the sentient species of our galaxy. They had to adapt. So hey, these guys are fucking, firing with little thingies from the other side. What do we do? Okay, we're gonna eat a bunch of them, and now we got them too. Not only
yeah,
that, but all tyranny
yeah,
weapons are alive. Their ammunition is alive too. Everything. So
everything.
yeah,
Shout out to my
because
Tyranid collectors.
oh yeah, the,
Killzone.
the bug guys.
What up, Killzone?
What's
The
up, man?
bug guys, the bug guys are among my favorites, especially when it comes to figures that are made by Joy Toy. I got a
Yeah,
bunch of them.
they really need to push out more of those.
They
Need
really,
a high end.
yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
All right.
They're
Arguably,
one of the
though,
big
this
guys.
is a rough take. I would say that the McFarlane Tyranids are better than the Joy Toys.
Um,
It depends.
yeah,
Sorry, go then.
I would have to. Well, you go ahead and talk while I pull one down.
Yeah, I didn't think get mine too.
So I
They're up on the
guess
shelf shelf.
yeah, the McFarlane ones for the tyrannies. We're
Ooh.
talking here the Gene Stealers, right? Because to my
Yeah,
knowledge,
yeah. I
they
mean,
don't
that's all
have
they got.
tyrannies, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So for the Gene Stealers, you can always get like a McFarlane Gene Stealer, paint them all real good, and you have like a massive Gene Stealer unit to go against your 118 scale Space Marines, I guess. So in that factor, they look good.
Yeah, this
They're
is
also really well sculpted. Yeah, there you go.
they
Joy
all
Toy gave
they all seem
you
to
more
have like
variety.
they all
More
seem to have like
units.
a little dick going on. I mean, that's not a little dick, but I mean, it's supposed
It's
to be a
supposed to be a
tail, and
tail, I guess.
McFarlane decided to make it go forward. So
Maybe it's a stinger. Who knows?
but,
It reminds me that in 40K they found bones of like monkeys on Earth, and the current Imperium believed monkeys were these animals that had like a scorpion sting on their back. The tail.
of the Tyranids.
yeah, and I think we should get into Gene Stealers at some point if we're doing the show. But I think I mean going too far into anything is going to take a long time. But it might be
I
fun
mean,
to talk.
give a
Talk about
breakdown. I mean,
what Gene Stealers are.
maybe yeah. I mean, a whole Tyranid segment would actually be good, just because there are so many that are like step outside of like the Imperium. You got people that are just orcs or Tyranid players. Eldar doesn't get enough love.
Never.
Necrons don't get enough love.
The Dark Eldar either.
Yeah,
The Necrons are super interesting, man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
really enjoy reading about them, just with all the weird lore behind them, with the virus and the
And
sleeping
they-
worlds and everything. It's
and-
actually
Yeah.
pretty
And the
cool.
older they get, the crazier they get, and the more they want to be human again. So they start killing humans and wearing their skin.
Oh yeah, the
I mean, yeah, they're the Necrons.
Yeah, those are the
pretty badass.
Necrons.
Yeah,
Yeah. The flyers. That shit. I finished the 3 books that finally gave more lore about that virus, the flare virus. They're pretty much turning the Necrons into a sort of zombie story, because the novels are about that the Necrons, one of these guys from the dynasties, I forget his name now, Altix, I think his name was, is like, hey, I'm in charge of this forgotten tomb world at the edge of the galaxy. No one cares about us. And then suddenly this guy realizes that the dynast above him on this Necron line of like power is like not answering or whatever, not doing his job. So he goes, I think it was to check it out, and he discovers this world is like completely giving up to the flare virus. The Necrons are like enslaving neighboring worlds only to eat the people, but they cannot eat them truly. And Deadman, as I said, to harvest their skins and wear them to try to be, no, we want to be alive again. This is. They have like a glitch in their Necron brains that
Yeah.
somehow has made them one again to feel, to have their souls or something like that. The dynast of that world had like they opened the sacred tombs of the original founder of that dynasty, and he ate him and wore his skin, and he was like a fat guy sitting on a throne. But they're turning it into that.
Yeah,
Space robot zombies.
Space robot zombies. That's a good way to put it.
yeah, and for those of you that are just tuning in and don't know anything about Warhammer, there's something in Warhammer for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're into horror, you're gonna love chaos. If you're in and Necrons and Tyranids.
And not only that, but
I mean,
has,
there's like the Emperor's Children, the followers of Slanesh. Like Slanesh is straight up. That's Hellraiser right there. Like
In a way, yeah.
that's all like excess and
I mean,
the
Black
fine line
Library
between pleasure and pain and all that stuff.
after Warhammer became so more like, I don't know, quote unquote mainstream, and they tried to take away the Grimdark from the main story that everyone was consuming, they now do this side thing that's called just like that, Warhammer Horror. And those are just made for the people that, where did the Grimdark go? Okay, now it's over there. It's only novels about, as the name implies, horror, same as they did with Warhammer Crime, which is only police stories, cop buddy stories, crime shit. But on the Warhammer universe, now you got those too,
Yeah, there's a lot of those out there, and also if you're not into reading as well, you can find a lot of this stuff on YouTube and just listen to it while you're painting custom action figures, while you're driving. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. There's
while you
audiobooks.
are painting and driving.
Painting and driving, yeah, or driving when you're gonna paint something. Yeah, all the Warhammer lore you can find on YouTube is like my go-to when I'm sitting at the bench and just painting or cutting foam or whatever I'm doing.
And there's some cool fan-made 3D animated stories out there too. I mean, not just the official stuff. The official stuff is badass, but I mean, there's some really good fan-made stuff out there too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that thing that I keep going back to, Hell's Reach, is fan-made.
Yeah.
Listen, if anybody wants to
guy
get into Warhammer real fast, just go watch the Astartes. Like, if you have no idea and you want to know what the power of a Space Marine is, I just recommend that. And then, get ready for Astartes too. But it's a quick punch to like get you into that.
Yeah, I mean, Warhammer is kind of, sorry guys, kind of one of those things that you want to get your bodies into, but you don't know how to get them into, because most of the Warhammer cool stuff, it all happens in books. It all takes place in the novels, and to get into a novel, you normally have to get into like 5 or 6 previous novels to understand what's going on. Or if you want to start from the beginning, then you realize that you have like 65 novels to go ahead. So one of the best ways to do that, showing the cool videos, Hell's Reach, which is based on a novel by Aaron Dembski Bowden, I think. Yeah, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
could be
I can't
wrong.
remember.
I don't want to get crucified here. Hold on. Hell's Reach.
Or it'll be in the chat. They're gonna. I mean, some diehard Warhammer people are gonna find this. Just
I was right.
They're gonna talk shit about us in the comments. Like,
No, he wrote it. My boy Aaron, he did it.
Arguably
Yeah, but it's
the
pretty much
best
like
writer.
they yeah, they take the sauce and potatoes of that book and put it in like how long is it, like an hour 30-minute long thing if you're watching like the full thing, but it's very good, man. That's the best way to get into 40K if you have like no idea what this is about.
Since that took you like 13 minutes to say, you want to say what it was again, real fast? Just
I could, but it's fine.
sorry, guys. You're gonna have to rewind it if you forgot. Yeah, I'd like to show off some of the art from the warband if we could.
Absolutely.
Let's
Sounds
go,
like a
brother.
plan. You got it pulled up?
Yep.
Yeah,
Shout out to everybody in the war band.
personal photos from us, right? It's like we all got to put out in here. So
JP.
Oh, so with me.
yeah, look at this.
This one's brutal. Again, this is one of my favorites from you, man. Just the pure brutality from it. Obviously, chaos. Like, yeah, man, and
Thanks,
like
brother.
one of the best doing it. Also in the community. When it comes to Joy Toy as well, man. Like 5 stars, 10 stars. Superb. Man.
Enough. Thanks, brother. But yeah, when I did this shot, all I wanted to do was like, you know what? I just want to go full like when you were a teenager and you went to school, and 8 in the morning, and your buddy would be, hey, yo, check this out, and he would show you like a Mexican cartel execution video, and you'd be like, all right. So yeah,
Jesus.
that's what I was. That was what I was thinking
Nice.
about.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to say anything about this photo before I move on?
Mike says it's one of his favorites from you, JP.
Thank you, man.
It's definitely a great scene and a great concept, and the depth of it's nice, man. It's a good shot.
JP, what were you
Nice,
listening
nice.
to when you did this one? I know you were listening to something. Dude.
Probably death metal or something like that.
Yeah, Ronan makes me want to quit photography every time.
Dude, this is incredible. Right here.
Yeah.
Ronan makes me want to throw my camera across the room.
Swear to God, dude.
I almost forgot about
Look
this.
at that.
I thought you were going to pick one of the Ultramarine pictures. The fact you picked Chaos and this one of all things cracks me up.
Wow, this
Yeah,
one,
man.
this one's amazing.
You don't see
man.
enough love for Abaddon.
Abaddon, high praise. Abaddon's my dog.
I have to agree. Chaos undivided.
Man, amazing work.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this photo. I don't even know what to point out. Just look at it. We'll leave it up for you guys.
It's great just because again, like when it comes to doing like Warhammer shots, everything is very congested, and like again, that's what like he brought it to the table with this one, and that was like the same with JP's congested. Like when you see a lot of Warhammer stuff, it's just like you can sit
Yeah,
here and
especially
look
with
at
the
it.
art.
You pick. You're not even looking at like the main character. You're like, shit, who's that? And oh shit, that's a Terminator. Like, yeah, it's just I love the overwhelming feeling of Warhammer, and when it comes to this photo,
Yeah,
great work,
Yeah.
Ronan.
yeah. It's definitely got like a almost a claustrophobic feel to it, and
Plus, it's Ab-
Yeah, man. Very
You
good.
could have seen me trying to take this picture. I had all this set up so I could try to do everything in camera, and I had a screen set up with a cutout so it looked like they're stepping out of it, and it all went horribly
Very nice,
wrong,
man.
and I ended up just doing everything in Photoshop because I can.
Hey, that's the way, brother. Nothing wrong with embracing technology, in my opinion.
Appreciate you, Michael. Thanks, man. But yeah, but it was fun. And that man is gone. Oh, no,
I'm back. That was just weird. It just said sinking on my side for a minute. Anyway, I missed all of that, but that's okay. I'll watch the replay.
your video's off. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, awesome photo. Ronan is always bringing figures to life. It doesn't to life, not to light, to life. It doesn't matter what he's shooting. It always comes out really good. And Ronan's starting to blush there. It's real easy to watch Ronan blush because he's a ginger. And yes,
Ronan
and
is a
yes, it
ginger?
does mean he has no soul, but that has its benefits. We've decided.
I always thought it was like a blonde. I didn't know it was a ginger.
It's close enough. I'll let him get away with it.
That was the first thing I said to him when we first talked face to face. I was like, oh, you're a ginger.
Oh, dude, seriously, first thing you said to me,
Well, and I mean, I come from a family of gingers. I'm just not a ginger. My brother's a ginger. My son's a ginger. My mother's ginger. I was the lucky one. All right, next one is not a photo I would have picked, but I wasn't doing the picking, and it's this one. I mean, it is. I do like this shot.
Why not? We
I
got to
do.
give love to the orcs, man. We again,
Yeah.
oftentimes many people just think, especially if you're new to Warhammer, you just think it's Space Marines and Chaos, or Space Marines, or sorry, the Imperium. Most of the time, Ultramarines, or like Tyranids. So like this one right here, I love the close up shots. Obviously, you see it a lot of
Yeah,
my
man.
shit, but like
Mhm.
you got to give love to the orcs.
Yeah, I mean, I do
Really like
agree.
this shot.
I think this is when I was still editing on my phone, though. I think, which it didn't come out. It didn't come out as good as I wanted, but I mean, it's a great photo. I still like it, and it was fun. It was the first orc I ever had. Not the first, actually. It was the second orc I ever had. I
Very
believe.
few people have these orcs.
Yeah, I think I got the. Yeah, that's true. They're expensive now. They're available. You can get them, but they're all real expensive.
Yeah.
And it's the price isn't worthy what you have to pay for them. I got a really good deal by our buddy Redeemer. He sold me all of his orcs for a really good price. So
I hope they
Shout out to Redeemer.
I hope they revamp the orcs too when it comes to Joy Toy. Like these still, like, compared to what's coming out now, these kind of have like a cartoony look to them now, where like
Yeah.
just give us a little bit more of a realistic look. I still love them though.
Yeah,
Like
we-
this one right here, Dead Man, I think is one of the better ones out of Joy Toy.
Yeah.
And then there's the one with the hat. I think he's probably right up there too. But I
Yeah.
love this.
the one with the
I love-
beanie is the only one I don't have, and it's because I can't find them for under,
That's
like,
the one I wanted to mention. The beanie one is probably one of the coolest of this.
Oh,
this
the
series,
Commando.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah, but this is why, because all these orcs, I think, are part of the same set of like sneaky, tactical orcs.
yeah,
So they don't have the typical plates and the missing arm and whatever. But yeah, we need
Yeah,
more.
and they haven't done any. Johto hasn't done any war bosses either, so it'll be interesting when they finally
Yeah.
come back around to it. I know right now.
the Mac-
Joy
we
Toy
got
is-
the McFarlane one.
Well, yeah, I got 3 of those, but they're nothing compared to this, and their articulation is it shouldn't even.
Yeah, everyone
even though-
says the
there's no
same.
point for their articulation. There's no point to it. But yeah, orcs are awesome. I do like them, and I'm
Shout
gonna
out to
move
Walter.
on. I feel weird when my photos are on the screen, so I'm moving.
Yeah, I
on.
feel you, dude. But it's a good shot.
we
I
all
mean,
do.
it's got
We all
nice-
do.
Yeah, it's nice depth. It had nice color. I mean, it's a great shot, dude. Own up to it.
Thanks a lot.
Again, man, this being like just everything together, congested, plus it's just I like seeing everything that is overwhelming. Like you got a blade guard in the back, that you got Calgar again.
What?
Just- This is Biako, right?
Yeah, Biako 86.
I was gonna ask who made this. Really good, man. I like it. It's like a like a still taken from the game,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I messed up and put these in the wrong. Either way, this is a great photo. I meant to put this photo there next, so we're gonna go to this one now.
Very good shot, yeah.
Again,
But
Grimdark.
this is Toy God Original, everybody.
I love the harsh lighting of it. and then the particle effects. It's just very cool.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what
man.
you got going on in that background or how you got that background, but that is freaking
It's
cool.
nothing. It's all edited. It's just like a plain sky in the background, and then I completely cover it up. I do none of it's AI. Everything is just literally. I just use Pixar for most of the shit. But before I even do that, I mess with a lot of lighting. I play with like just balancing and all kinds of shit before I
Yeah.
even get into putting in any type of edits to it, and then to get that look. If you go to the original post, there's multiple slides of it as well. But with this one, man, again, Calgar. Boss already, so I had to make him just impactful with this shot. Because you see a lot of like very stoic poses with this new
man.
figure. Again, this is a joy
Really
toy.
dark.
Each
So,
each
yeah.
one of these edits are phenomenal, Toy God. Just gonna say.
Yeah, the first one is my
Like-
favorite though. The darker one with only the
Yeah.
red lights.
Yeah, I really like the overly contrasted one too. It looks really good.
Yeah,
Very
thank you
good.
guys.
Yeah, I mean this one looks like the cover of a book.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
I try to do like almost kind of like if I'm doing shots at work, I just use the plain sky and then I'll do my edits. But That's what I try to go for is like movie poster, book cover, or something you can just get printed at some point and then just put it wherever.
Yeah.
Kind of take away from the action figure itself, just so it looks, yeah, like just anything you can put on something. Really, I just love Warhammer, dude, and I'd like to just
Amazing shot, brother. Really love it.
And I mean, and the fact that you do all this in Pixar and it comes out this good is also amazing.
yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
just
man.
like the cherry on top. Like I said, I play with the lighting and doing all the
You should-
tweaks on lighting before I
Yeah.
do any
You should take
shit.
it to the computer too when you can, man. Mess around with some programs.
I would say don't try and use PixArt on a computer. I tried. It is not the same thing at all.
Doing all the other, like, if you give me a computer and I start editing, like, see ya. I'm gonna fucking master that. That's just I just use that at work. I got time to play with shit. So
Right on.
give me all the tools, man. I got to be humble.
I was just saying that PixArt on a computer is a different thing. It's not as user friendly as it is on a phone. It's first off, there's no app on a computer for the computer. You have to go to their website, and their website is completely different. I mean, sometimes they ask you for a crop before you even put a photo in it. It's crazy. All right, we're gonna move on to the next photo here,
Awesome shot, brother.
and it's from Jack Photos.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They still got to
Give me
talk.
Black Templars, man. I love seeing anytime.
Nice.
Obviously, anytime I see Black Templars, and if anybody has Black Templars, I do the monthly Black Templar collab. So like, hit me up if whether it's miniatures, McFarlane. I mean, you won't have McFarlane's, but if you have a custom Joy Toy, whatever, send it my way, and you can join in the crusade every month. Jack's one of those
Nice.
that's crusading with me.
I like this shot, man. The way the Corn Berserker is impaled on the sword, like he's holding him pretty much against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, great color too.
Yeah.
And this is not just any Black Templar. This is the Emperor's Champion.
Nice. Yeah, the ancient tradition. Very few chapters, I think. I mean, as far as I know, the Black Templars still do it, and then I don't know which other chapters do it, but the Emperor's Champion is a rank that after the heresy kind of went away, but it came from Sigismund, which is what the best warrior Rogal Dorn and the Imperial Fist had. And that guy pretty much went on to create the title himself, the Emperor's Champion. Like, okay, you're going to be the toughest, meanest, most brutal warrior the Emperor has right now here at the Siege on Terra. It is your duty to go alone alongside other black painted armor warriors into the enemy lines and only challenge their leaders, their sergeants, their officers. Do not waste time in the little ones. No, you're going to go specifically against the biggest foes you can find. Those are your targets, and that's how the tradition of the Emperor Champion started.
And and Jack is displaying it perfectly in this shot, man.
Yeah.
Jack Photos did a great job with this photo. I really like the color choices going on there. It really gives you the feeling that this is a much larger battlefield. You know, that there's a lot more going on here than what we see, which is it's always great, especially in a Warhammer photo, because that's usually how it goes in Warhammer.
Yeah, really nicely done, dude.
Shall I move
Jack's
on?
watching. Kudos, Jack.
Yes.
Boom.
Dude, again, yeah, this Pod Duty, I think, or however you say it.
That's the name I wasn't gonna say because I didn't want to get it wrong.
Is it Pod Duty, Pod Duddy? Yeah, this guy right here, man.
PA duty, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always does amazing shots, man. Especially his Warhammer stuff. It's got such great depth and detail.
This is very from the game itself, man. Just with the colors, everything that he's got in here. I love whatever. Like his diorama. I'm assuming he made. Freaking, and then of course, like just slaying Tyranids, and then again, that's such a great figure. Again, this is also a Joy Toy. If anybody is in the chat that doesn't know exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, and
So
also
from
like
the new releases.
so this in the background here, you see all these things flying. Those are not bats, people. Those are Tyranids because there's multiple forms of Tyranids.
Yep.
So there's some shit happening in this photo.
And right now, I'm just like I really need to get some Tyrannies, man.
Yeah, same
Making me
here.
jealous here. You can do so much cool shit with this stuff. And this Calgar, by the way, is like a second release they did. I have the older one, but I cannot show it. It's in like box somewhere. I put it there. But
JP, is
was it a bad figure?
is the size different from the old versus the new?
Yeah. The figures are night and day. The other figure feels more like a toy, and it's
Yeah.
a little wonky. A little, it's like a chunky guy. You cannot move. You cannot pose him that much, but it's pretty
Okay.
much what Calgar looked like before this new version from the Space Marine 2 video game. I also got this new Calgar. It's all the way there, so I'm not gonna go get it because I'm gonna mess my whole setup. But yeah, it's taller, it's thinner, poses better. The armor's new because it's supposed to be Calgar. When he crossed the Rubicon Primaris, which is the
Yeah.
way that Space Marines have to say, "Hey, I'm now a Primaris. I went on and took even more organs into my body than I previously had. Now I'm bigger, stronger, whatever." Calgar did it too, so he's now, big, chunky, daddy Calgar.
Which is actually extremely rare as far as the procedure goes when it comes to an older Astartes.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, they say rare, but all the chapter masters kind of. Who
they are.
Who was the one that didn't go through it? Dante? No, I think Dante went through.
Dante went through
Shit,
it.
I know there's one that didn't, but I just can't remember right now.
All right.
I know there's someone.
So back
who
to the
did not
photo,
go-
guys. Back to the photo.
Yeah. sorry,
We're
sorry.
dropping the lore on the photo. You got to give a little bit of the lore. On this character.
But yeah,
Gotta let
guys,
JP
Rubicon
run, man.
Primaris,
Yeah.
you go from Space Marine to Super Space Marine.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
This photo is framed beautifully. I would like to know if this is a digital background that he created or used, or if he just shot in front of a screen. I would like
It's
to know
probably a screen.
little bit more about this photo in general. It's the lighting from behind and in front. It all blends together seamlessly, which is why I want to know. That did a very good job here.
Yeah, this is great. This is poster material again.
Yeah, this is screensaver material right here.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
And then one of my favorites, also a very nice guy in the community, and also with my first love of Warhammer, which was the Raven Guard.
Yeah, Mansell kills it every time, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey.
Just a solid.
This figure, he's not even. This is a tough figure to get now, too, isn't it?
I don't know.
I
have
haven't.
one right
Yeah,
next to me.
this is the chapter master of the Raven Guard.
Not
Came
anymore,
and
from what I
tried-
hear.
Yeah, I mean, he stepped down, and now there's another guy that I forgot his name, but it was another super edgy name that only the loneliest of people could come up with.
Dude, what's great with Mansell's photos, man, is like he like centers it on that figure, that character, whatever, and like his backgrounds give like so much of a story as well, dude. Like, there's not a photo that Mansell puts out that I'm just like, dude, all right. Again, similar to how I feel when I see Rona shit, I'm just like, all right, dude, I'm done. I'm throwing the towel. I can't, I'm done. Mansell
Mikey has
every fucking time.
special
dude.
style, man.
Yeah,
Michael
Mike is never.
solid.
He never phones it in ever.
Hmm.
No, the poses are always great. The lighting's always great, and the color. He does great color grading too. So he ties everything in. It's always great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like this underlighting he's got coming up, all of it great. And again, like, why does everybody want to kill the world leaders, man?
Because I think when
I mean,
Mikey
they're-
took this shot was when these guys were released.
I mean, they're just bloodthirsty, murderous bastards, I guess. I mean, there's no other way to talk about them. All right, and
Very
that's
good
it
shot,
for
Mikey.
that's
Shout
it.
out Mansell, man.
That's it for the photos we have from the warband today. Do we want to go into Joy Toy news?
Of course, brother. Let's go.
We got more than Joy Toy, but Joy Toy is that.
I mean, yesterday when we were, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? We were another shot, and you didn't let me talk about it. So now I'm gonna talk my ears off this shit.
Okay. And he doesn't
Sons
say a
of
word.
Horus.
That champion figure.
Here we go, guys. I was waiting for it to load on my screen here. So yeah, we're going to get 3 new units for the Sons of Horus, guys. This is my second biggest army that I collect right now, aside from the Ultramarines. I got the Primarch and everything I want. Last night, I think, when I was like coming down from having too many beers, I pre-ordered the Apothecary of these ones because of the 3 right now is the one that I couldn't pass on. It's the coolest one in my opinion. Of course, we got a new Centurion, and what's the name of those guys in the back? The Justarin, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which is pretty much the honor guard for the first company captain and Horus himself.
dude. I was seeing a lot of people. They weren't a fan of the apothecaries that are coming out this time. I think they're my favorite out of the group. The champion's cool, but I'd probably jump on the apothecaries first.
I went on the Apothecary one because it's like the most iconic unit. I mean, not only in Warhammer, but when you're talking about army building, whatever, or soldiers or war, the medic is kind of one of the most iconic things after the sniper. Something like that.
And I'm just a fan of the Beaky Boys. I like the Corvus
Yeah.
helmets. That's my
You never get
Well,
enough of the beaky helmets.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, I like them, dude. This is the champion.
the beak helmets are awesome. I love them too. I think they look cool, and it's old school.
I mean, this guy, I kind of really want him to because this armor looks fucking badass. The helmet is that really Sons of Horus look from the books, the old art that you don't see that much, at least with the Horus Heresy units that they release from Joy Toy, which are pretty generic because they're, whatever, army building. But these guys get all the love. The huge, massive, like, commanders and shit like that you can use.
Yeah. Man, I wish I would have submitted your champion that you made, JP, with your because it's like somewhat close in a way, dude. You nailed it, and then boom, here we have a Joy Toy of it.
Yeah, man, it's all about this. Yeah, that's the other cool thing about this guy, that it comes with another head, the bald one, that you can use then on any figures.
Yeah, this
Very nice.
I like this one in particular. Well, it's also Sons of Horus, which is something I'm into. I don't have any yet. I was gonna go all in, but then I ran into some other things I wanted.
Yeah,
so.
I mean,
Well, I mean, you have Abaddon though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do have Abaddon. But this one in
Sons of
particular,
Horus from
I really like because he's gonna make an awesome Plague Marine.
yeah, the Sons of Horus can be a little boring when you look at at their particular release at the start. It wasn't that much different from the other Horus Heresy figures. Until they start to release, these commanding units, that's when you get the uniqueness of the Legion. At full display.
JP, question: what do you like better though when it came to the switch from Luna Wolves to Sons of Horus? Color schemes, everything. Like, do you lean more towards Sons of Horus or were you Luna Wolves?
I mean, the Luna Wolves were more unique, right? I mean, you guys saw the white scars were all white, but these guys, their paint job, I guess they were going for that post-Byzantium Empire look, that because the Sons of Horus are supposed to be portraying something Greek, but at the same time more kinda. What was this guy? Alexander the Great. Sorry, guys, I don't know the historical names for those cultures right now, but that's what they are, right? Ooh, now the echo is super loud.
Who's watching the YouTube right now? Why did that start happening?
Something happened, boys.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah. Oh goodness! I hope everybody else is not hearing this echo right now.
Yeah, it's a bad.
A little bit.
Are you hearing it right now? Say something.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to move on.
I can't even
Yeah,
hear
there's a
this.
really loud echo, guys.
Can't hear me?
No, I can't. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. When Ronan talks, there's no echo. Anyway,
Are we good?
yeah, we're good. It
Okay,
went
I think
away.
there's no more echo. Yeah,
All
it
right.
went away. All right.
All right. You wanna
All
tell us
right,
about
let's
this?
go back to the Yeah, Imperial Feast Apothecary. I wish the Sons of Horus one had this helmet, but whatever. I just like the way they gave the loincloths for this guy, those little, splashes of blood with the brush that you can do when you're painting miniatures.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, Joy Toy is definitely giving more detail now with their newest releases. We're getting a lot more
Yeah.
character.
Because those details, I mean, if you're like me and you bought the Space Marine 2 figures, then they re-released them with, the Titus, the Chiron, and Gadriel. They released them in the super, what was the name? Exclusive edition, premium, whatever. And the only thing that it came with those was that they did these little blood splashes on the armor, and that's it. But now apparently it's gonna be the norm for all the releases, at least with these apothecaries.
I feel like it's they pay attention to a lot of the guys that are doing photography or
Mm-hmm.
customized. I wish I knew the guy's page, but his page is specifically just adding fine detail to all his figures, and it was like shortly after his page like got bigger, you started seeing it more on the Joy Toys themselves. How do you guys feel about the height difference now? Like changing in the
It sucks that they do that.
Yep.
However, I do feel like the larger the figures are getting, the better articulated they're getting. The figures are getting better.
yeah.
I got a
Agreed.
lot of the
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of
Mm-hmm.
old Black Legion that are just not even worth playing around with.
Dude, yeah, they're so tiny now.
Yeah, brother. I mean, a lot of the older figures, I just to the box, man, because I guess they're gonna keep it going in price as time goes on as a collectible. Like this is a first release, Joy Toy, whatever, or Space Marine. I got them all. I mean, I have the 5 or 4 different bodies they have released for the intercessor of the Ultramarines, and when you put them side to side, yeah, bro, huge difference as the years have gone by.
Yeah.
I'm
Look at this
really
guy,
liking
man. I mean,
I'm really
shit,
liking the look
guy.
of the helmet on this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a cop for me. Has to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is just and I think there's like a picture of the 3 new releases for the Sons of Horus, one next to each other. This figure is massive. Tall as shit.
I might have that picture.
I mean, it looks like
Not this one.
the a lot of the Abaddon armor from the Abaddon release.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
because that's
the
the
shoulder
Justyrene. Yeah, that's Justyrene or Justyrene Justyrene. That's the title for the guys that wear personal guards for the first company captain and the Primarch, and they all wore these colors because it's what Horus wore, like the black and gold and all that. And this is before the Black Legion,
Kind of
which
reminds
people
me of
get
these
confused sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but at this point in history, the only guys that wore black, red, and gold were Justarian guys, top tier personal guards. After the heresy ended, Horus is dead, and everything, the slave wars in the warp ended. It takes a lot of time for the Sons of Horus actually to be like, guys, we're lost, we're alone. How about we go and find out first Company Captain Abaddon and see how he's doing? And only then Abaddon is like, all right, we're no longer the Sons of Horus. We're now the Black Legion, and what was the thing from Black and Gold Reborn? No, from Shame and Shadow recast in Black and Gold Reborn, something like that.
Yeah.
Is-
You're gonna send your Marines to Vaz, dead man?
What?
gonna-
Saz is volunteering to take all the short Marines we don't want.
Oh.
Hey, respect the short kings.
What else
Sure.
we got here? So we're about to go into some of the mini releases here.
All right.
Dude, I'm seeing a lot of complaints with the price jump on these now. But like great great miniatures, but yeah, the miniature world's not too happy about these
Ooh,
guys.
new Kato Sicarius. That's
I
fucking
don't-
kick-ass, man.
I don't feel like they're unjustified in that either, because these things, I mean, they cost more than Joy Toys. They're tiny, and
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
you have to put them together and you have to paint them. So,
Yep.
but
But there's
it comes
thing
with
about
3 of them.
the thing about you have to keep in mind that you're pretty much here buying powerful units to your army that you how to explain. I mean, I got these guys right. I got this release in Joy Toy form. The Big Trick Honor Guard. I have the three of these guys with the same banner of Macragge, shit like that. The first one that you showed, I had never seen that. The Marnell Skullguard re-released, but in what says Antilles?
Well, in
It says,
go ahead, JP.
hold on, all right. This says Marnell Skullguard in armor of Antilocus. Okay, I don't know the lore for that, but it's pretty much he's back again on a Terminator suit, I guess.
That's what it's
I
looking
don't
like.
know why. I don't know why they're doing this again with Marneus. I'm clueless here, guys. I guess it looks fine for a Terminator armor for the guy, Chapter Master. Meh.
Just
Least to say for me.
I don't know. They look good. The yeah, this is for the newest Kriegs coming out, which this is like a huge deal.
Yeah,
for
this
these-
is
guys.
this is dope shit right here.
Massive box.
Yeah.
It almost makes me wish I was more into the minis than I am.
I have a few of the Kriegs here. I wish they release more. Harlequins. Dude,
You ever-
they're finally giving away more fucking Dark Eldar units.
Yeah.
Did you see those funny images of the previous not the new releases, but the previous time they released new stuff, and everyone was, yo, did you see the new Emperor's Children release? And then they show you the new Imperial Fist miniature that has like an Emperor's Children head on his foot.
Oh, that's great. So that's it as far as what we have for toys. We're about to gonna talk about some books for a minute, but I have to get some more coffee. So if you guys want to,
all right.
I could start the next
ahead,
book,
brother.
and JP can talk his ass off, and I'll be right back.
Good for it.
I don't think I will talk much about it because from what I remember, I don't know much about this release. What is it? What are we?
These are
hold
all
on.
the newest ones coming out. I'm not even familiar with the authors, but Robbie yeah, I've never heard of this author yet, but there's a few of them coming out. You're not reading any of the newest 40K?
No, I know Robbie McNiven. He has done a bunch of stuff, man, from Warhammer. Hold on, I'm trying to.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
Which one do you want to stop on? Which one do you want to talk about? This is a cool shot.
All right. Apparently, this is all about plane stuff. I don't know. I mean, this it says about the 901st Tactical Wing, Bagamon Squadron. The description is Bagamon Squadron by Roy McNiven tells the story of the 901st Tactical Wing, a hard-flying and hard-fighting band of pilots thrown into their most dangerous conflict yet as the looming threat of Cena's air superiority threatens, and the defense of Cannae Tartius, a perfect recipe for disaster where the novice aviator is added into the mix. So yeah, they're starting this is probably all new characters and a whole new series like they did with the female commissar Severina Rain, which she also started like this character that came out of nowhere with like a series of books, and now she's like this huge thing. Not all fans like her. I like her books, so yeah, I guess this is also like a new series to get into, all about the pilots, I guess, because it has like a plane on the thing. So
I like that with a lot of the new books coming out too, they're kind of stepping away from like the common shit you read about, and we're getting more layers to the universe now.
oh yeah, they've been doing that a lot, man. They've been doing that a lot lately. Lots of books about different stuff, not just your typical Space Marine ball of the same, whatever.
Well, and then like for people that are new to Warhammer, it's not just about that. It is a huge freaking universe. I would argue that it's, if not the biggest universe when it comes to like sci-fi or like any type of
Yeah, I mean, whatever topic you want to topple, you could take it into 40K. You got zombies, vampires, time travel, magic, wizards, warlock, demons, hell, cyberpunk shit. You got, the typical cyberpunk cities or Blade Runner stuff in your hive worlds. You got
Necromunda.
Necromunda. You got this stuff, which is for plane fans, I guess. There's a ton of Warhammer. The books are only about tanks, from what I understand, because there's 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 always the guy that either way likes trains or he likes tanks.
The coolest thing too when it comes to Warhammer is you can apply a lot of like your philosophy in a lot of things. Like however you see life, you can bring into Warhammer and find
Yeah,
something that
I mean
fits.
those Warhammer, the Warhammer crime books, from what I understand, they're pretty interesting, and they are made for people who, for some reason, like Warhammer, but also are like, I just want to read a good cop novel. Like, I want to
Right.
read like a good story about like gangs or whatever that get busted up by some local planetary police officers, shit like that.
Yeah, no, it's why I love Warhammer, man.
Yeah, you
No,
see Steel Thread right there. Books about tanks for fans about tanks from the Imperial Guard. Your typical stuff, I bet. The Relentless Dead. A Dead
yeah,
Corpse of Krieg
it would be
novel.
nice if JP was talking about this as we were looking at it.
He's watching the live stream, which he's got up delay, so he's
Yeah.
a little behind.
Yeah, I'm watching on my screen here my other thing because my phone is like super tiny, so I cannot really see.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dead
so-
Corpse of Krieg, for people who don't know them, I mean, who doesn't know the Dead Corpse of Krieg? They're based on the World War One, trench warfare guys, Germany,
Oh,
Italy.
wow.
Yeah, it's all about that. I've read like a few books about these guys. They're super depressive, super dark, shit like that. The Dead Corpse of Krieg books are some of the most anti-war shit that you can find out there, in my opinion. The whole story is super anti-war too. The dangers of fanaticism, nuclear warfare, and all that shit put together for you to take in a plate.
All right, so I put this in a stupid order. I got some more photos to go over. Sorry about that.
It's okay. First episode of Vox Hammer, people.
Also, note to self: make a pot of coffee next time because I'm doing a pour over. Which means I'm gonna have to leave in a few minutes. I'm really glad JP's here and long-winded.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. here and I already have a few beers.
Whoa, what happened?
Ooh.
What happened?
Did you resize your window?
I must have accident. Oh yeah, my screen went dead for a second, so it messed up everything.
Let me see if I can fix it. Hang on.
Okay,
Very good.
I didn't mean to do any of that.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah.
Good enough?
It is better. But I love the Gene Stealer with the IHOP logo in the background. It's like
Yeah, I remember this picture. I picked it
Yeah.
from Muto Customs 112. And I liked it because of that, because somehow this picture of his made it look like like a movie scene, like from a
Yeah.
horror flick or
it
something
definitely looks
that,
like
the
it's like a
monster.
still from a movie for sure.
Yeah, monster of the mall, something like that.
Crisp, and again, these are my favorites when it comes to Tyranids. McFarlane's got some good shit, man. The Trader Guardsman, great figure. So like,
I agree. The Trader Guard is a great figure. It's a little big to be mixing in with your Joy Toys, though.
Mhm.
what was that?
The Trader Guard's a little big to be mixing in with your Joy Toys.
I'm not mixing it into my fucking Joy Toys. I'm just
the
separating the two.
the thing that's cool about the Gene Stealers that Todd makes is they do fit in with your Joy Toy. That's what I
Yeah.
like about it. And like
Yeah, like a big boss.
if I hope Todd makes one of these guys eventually, because it would be awesome to have a giant just soldier.
Yep,
All right,
your regular needs.
yeah.
Dude, Corey again, another fucking solid photographer.
Dude, window blocks killing it. JP and I were gushing over this photo before you and Ronan got in here Toy God today.
Yeah, man, that's so
The
cool.
lighting on this is so good. He's got the warmth reflecting off the armor from the gun and the blue background. I mean, it's just the color is great.
This is better quality
So-
than Games Workshop is doing for their own like animations. Like this is phenomenal.
Yeah,
No,
man,
that-
I'm so jelly I didn't get the Dreadnought though.
That's such a menacing figure too, man.
Yeah.
He did so good at making that shit menacing.
And look at the helmet on that. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't zoom in on Instagram. The helmet is wow. The
Yep.
helmet's creepy. This is one that I should have picked up because it would have. I don't have to say it.
I mean, the whole concept of the dreadnought, it's pretty on itself, really, really grim dark. I mean, not all dreadnoughts are, considered heroes of the chapter, put in some armor. Most of them, or depending on the chapter, for instance, I remember with the Night Lords, most of the dreadnoughts, the Night Lords they were put there like as a punishment or something, or someone was fucking with them because they did something. So like, oh yeah, well fuck you, man, you're going into a dreadnought. How about that?
Yeah,
Shit
they
like
did
that.
with of the Word Bears in the Word Bear trilogy. There was one rival, and they fucking decided to
Yeah.
torture us and secure him in a dreadnought at the end of that trilogy.
Yeah. Especially with the Warbear shit. That's the one chapter that apparently everything about their way their cohesion remains like a single structure is by pure backstabbing, betrayal between themselves, shit like that. They're like what was it, like a schoolgirl gossip, but taken to 11.
All right, and so
For
yeah,
him.
this photo is amazing. What is it? Window Blocks is the Instagram name.
Window
Yeah,
box.
Window Box.
Great page. Go check him out, man. His
And
work
it's-
is phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's not like spelled like a window box either. It's different.
Window box.
Window
If any of you guys, if anybody can't find any of these photos, I'm sure on Instagram, I'm sure you could hit any one of us up, and we'll direct you there. We'll make sure you can find them.
Yeah.
And last but not least, this is the last thing I got for today, and it's only because I'm super proud. I'm not usually into like showing off my own shit, but I love this thing, and so much so that I'm working on 2 more at the same time, which was a mistake.
No, man, yeah, that's amazing work, dude.
One
You're
at a
playing
time.
Marines right now? Fire, bro.
You killed it, Dead Man. This was dope, man.
Well, I hope Joy Toy takes note.
Well, they're paying attention.
I mean, your playing Marine right now is probably 10 times better than whatever Joyto is gonna release when they come out.
Well, Dead Man, talk about which figure it was that you ended up turning this into.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is actually this is a 30K Ultramarine. I actually documented this entire build and paint job and everything. Well, I mean, I didn't document it 100%, but I plan on putting it in the next, not the next issue, but issue 4 of Legion's magazine. Which, if you guys don't know anything about that,
Go pick that up.
yeah, go pick it up. Go to Big Bad Toy Store, search ToyMercs, it'll come up, and you can find it there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. My wife actually made this tentacle for me. I don't think I can ever recreate that. And I've asked her to do it
she
again.
did
and she
amazing work.
hasn't done it.
Dude, this is amazing. Simply amazing, brother.
How long would you say it took you, Dead Man?
So just to get the initial coat of Death Guard green on here, it was 12 hours.
Okay.
But I did it with a brush, so I'm not doing that again. It's more expensive to get the spray paint, and you use more of it than you do with because I have one little pot of Death Guard green, and it doesn't look like any of it's gone. And this is because he was blue. This is like 5 coats.
Okay.
That's how much it took to get an even paint job on him.
I like
no
how you
brush strokes.
rusted the weapon too. You weather it nicely.
Yeah, the corrosion weathering looks really good, man.
Yeah, I like the oxidation that I got going on here with these little bolts, but that's brass and not copper, so that wouldn't really happen. But it looks really cool. So
Yeah, but Nargos rod doesn't work the same way as normal shit.
it's true. Nurgle's rot does not work the same way.
Are you
I
gonna?
decided to get rid of his left hand completely and give him just a big horn coming out of there.
Yeah, I like that too. Like a crab arm, something like that.
I think you need to stick an LED in his helmet so his eye glows.
I have thought about that. That's going to be a hell of an undertaking. This helmet's not that. I don't think that's going to happen. Plus, I mean, the Death Guard doesn't really have like glowing eyes. It's like when you read about them, all you hear is that they just have like a gaping hole where
That's cool.
their eyes should be usually.
Nice two words to come together.
And I got these little skulls. They come on those chains, so I didn't have to do that, but I did have to paint them. They're 3D printed. They came from 1/18 scale armory, and I'm actually picking up some more stuff from him as soon as I get back from LA Comic Con, if
Yeah,
not
these are
before.
your page. If anybody needs any like accessories or additional equipment for their Joy Toys, go to that page.
Yeah, I've been talking to him recently, and he's scaling some of the. Some of his stuff is for the McFarlane figures, and almost all of it that has to do with Death Guard is from McFarlane figures. So he's scaling some of that down for me right now.
Good shit. Yeah, this is great, Dad, man. You killed it, dude. Looking forward to seeing your next ones as well.
Yeah, I'm doing different things with them all. I really like this like little like pocked up armor look, but I did that a little bit on the next ones, but it's going to be a different look, and I think that's important because Nurgle's Rot is always different. So
I like it, man. Yeah, because normally Plague Marines will, become their armor, not really wear it.
Yeah. So, and that's all I got for us today.
Yeah. As far as the Warband, yeah, some of the books. So, again, this is the first show, so it's we're going to work out the
Great,
kinks, and
guys.
then obviously have like more coming forward as far as like Joy Toy miniatures, books, lore, all the above. Plus, also like whatever the viewers want to see more of as we grow. So that would be hit us up, comment,
Yeah,
everything.
don't forget to subscribe, guys.
Do it all.
Yeah, do all that stuff. It would be nice if you guys
we were
subscribed
trying
and we
to-
got up to getting channel members and or monetized. That way I can give control to some other people. Right now, the program we're using just costs too much, and it would be nice if Toy God or JP could drive for a minute.
Yeah, guys. I mean, it takes like a second. It's free. Subscribe to us here. Support us. We're trying to build a show here. I mean, you guys love so much, huh? Well, you should. Am I right? But yeah, guys, subscribe so you're here every week when we're here. You don't miss the show. I don't know what to say. We love you, everyone, right?
Real quick before we go, you just said come here every week. I do believe we're not doing this show every week. Right?
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
And don't lie to the people, dude.
I don't believe that we've actually come with a complete schedule yet. I'm not sure about that, but it's not going to be random. We have talked about it, and we're going to probably talk about it a little more as soon as we're done today, and we'll let you guys know as soon as we know what the schedule for the show is going to be.
Yeah.
With that, anybody want to plug anything before we go, or do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Real quick, just like I said, if you have Black Templars and you want to join in on the monthly Black Templar collabs, plus every month I try to do a separate chapter. Like I've done Blood Angels, I've done Ultramarines. Look out for those on the story. And then shout out to the Warband.
Don't forget to subscribe again, guys. Follow us. Follow my page if you like Warhammer. I post weekly sometimes. Yeah.
It's all he posts most of the time.
We did a good
Ron,
job, guys.
You want to say anything?
Don't have a lot to say. These guys are the Warhammer experts. I do post Warhammer pictures. You can follow my page. You want to see more of my photography. We do have a magazine if you want to see the magazine. I don't know what your hand gestures are doing.
I was saying those guys. Those are the Warhammer experts.
I'm
I'm a novice in this shit. I mean, I'm getting more and more there, but I don't know anywhere near as much as these guys.
We're family here, guys.
Great with everything, we're all like everybody that's even if they're watching the show, like we're all learning. I wouldn't even say anybody's an expert. Like JP's probably learning new shit as he goes.
Yeah.
Same with you guys. You know what I mean? So like,
Every time I check the Black Library page, it's like, God damn it, like
yeah,
10 books I already
like,
missed.
there's no right or wrong way to get into Warhammer. Just get into it.
Yep.
You know, just jump in.
Do it. It's a lot of fun, and if you're having trouble, like I said, I say it all the time, and you'll probably hear me say it again. Go watch Hell's Reach on YouTube. It's free. If you can't find it, I will send you a link.
All right, guys, and with that said, I guess we did a good job, right? Time to
I
say
think so.
goodbye.
We will see. Later, guys.
Later.
Yep, I appreciate you
All
guys.
right.
Thanks for watching.